intrigued by the way you're different from all I've seen. I should follow what the elders say, but you lacked in me. Let me into your space, bring into your space. Rush of adrenaline, and we can go anywhere. The rules, we don't care if it's just you and me. But you said blurred all the signals, intoxicated me like an old glitch in the core of the beast in me. Howling for love, I've never found it. I'm howling for love for an enemy. Right on the edge, I'd love to risk it. And you got me, yeah, you got me. Howling for love, howling for love, howling for love. But your lovely standards put a spell on me. I'm howling for love. You put a spell on me. I'm howling for love. You got me. Howling for love. I've never found it. I'm howling for love for an enemy. Right on the edge, I'd love to risk it. And you got me. Yeah, you got me. Howling for love. I've never found it. Howling for love instinctively. Everyone knows I should be wary, but your lovely standards put a spell on me. Howling for love. Howling for love. Howling for love. But your lovely standards put a spell on me. Yeah, you put a spell on me.
Hola, mi amores. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to another day of streaming, or aka it's the 13th day of 20 days of streaming. So I hope everybody's doing well and that we are still pretty good. I'm still not going to be doing too much. I'm getting overwhelmed, sadly. It's not because of you guys. I love you guys. I really do. It's just that it's already been now 13 days since I started like this streaming, I guess a thon, if we're gonna call it that. I mean, 20 days of streaming is a lot for me. I'm not used to it, obviously. So it's starting to catch up on me. So I'm gonna take tomorrow and Wednesday off, even though I normally don't stream on Wednesdays anyway. So I'm gonna take tomorrow off just to recharge my battery, and I'll be back on Thursday. And we're gonna be actually going through this banner pretty quickly today. We're only gonna do one banner or one card. That's it. Because literally it took me 4 hours and a half on Friday, and it took me almost 3 hours and a half yesterday to get through these myth cards. Nothing against it. It's easier just to get through them as quick as possible. So I have nothing against it. I'm actually quite happy that I was able to get through these cards. Or myths. I do plan on reading the Lumiere myth on Friday. And we're also going to be reading on Sunday we're going to read Zane's Four-Seer myth. So look forward to that. So let me open the game so that we can start. And I've been so busy today at my job that I forgot to log it in to my accounts during my lunch break. I was so busy. I got distracted too. Because I was eating some really spicy like ramen, the Shein black up ramen, and I was only able to eat like maybe a quarter of it. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm starting to turn into a white girl who can't handle spice. I used to be able to handle spicy food without any problems, and now I'm suffering. Like, my tongue hurts every single time, and I'm finding myself crying from the pain. So, I don't know if it's because I'm getting too old for spicy food, or I have a medical emergency that I haven't had checked. I'll have to go to the doctor and figure that out. We're gonna have to figure that out, like, with my doctor. And if they told me, like, hey, you can't eat spicy food, I'll be like, oh. It might be an infection. I don't know. Either that or I'm turning into, like, a white person. And that's kind of a shame, because I'm a Hispanic. And our root thing is spice. Okay. Come on, load game, load. Alright, we're loaded up. Oh, Xavi. You look so handsome in that outfit. And I already know we have this thing. Oof, and I'm gonna have to buy... I'm sorry that... I know. Everybody's like, don't spend money, we're in a boycott. I'm sorry to say this, but I have to spend money during this boycott. Due to the fact that if I don't spend, I won't have enough money for the next multi-banner. I won't have enough. I have to buy this pass, or else I won't have enough. But these multi-banners are getting insane. And since we still have to wait for Valko to return, I can't use my Valko account until like Valko comes out, because the Valko account's gonna turn into a Valko / Caleb or Silas account. Whoever comes home first. Because I need to make sure that I'm able to get these cards. Because Silas, I want Silas. I want Caleb, and I want Zane. I don't care who comes home on what account at this point. Point of having more than one account, and also raising the funds for said accounts, I'm able to spend less on my main account. And that's what I want. I want to spend less. The least amount that I spend, the better. Because I've already spent 12? Okay, that's a lot for me to say that. And this is lagging a lot, so I'm thinking I might have to reset my, I might have to reset my LD player. Alright, let's log in. $16, 5, 1. Okay, it's not as much as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, it's also because I didn't add the other two. The week pass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reset my LD player because it's a little laggy right now. I didn't know we had new kitty cards. Oh, we're getting new kitty cards. Which means... Oh my god. Oh my god. That means that Raphael's myth is literally on the horizon. Oof. Woof. Alright, well. That's gonna be interesting. We got a new myth on the horizon. Nice. Alright, let me reset.
It's time to start working. If you're thinking about heading to the training grounds later, I'll join you once you're done. Don't worry. Pumpkin Magus won't be causing any trouble. Is it time to work? Let's finish your tasks first before we take a break.
Okay. No. We're a little laggy. Okay, let's reset my LD player. Because I don't... Because if it's lagging right now, that means that the Kindle is going to start lagging. So we don't want that. We do not want a laggy Kindle. Nope. No sirree. No lagging Kindle. Oh yeah, and I forgot to post a thing. Well, since I'm here with my phone next to me, let me post. Because I took a photo of it this morning. This is how distracted I was.
Some love for longevity before fading to dust.
Like, seriously, this is how distracted I was. I forgot to post. Because I promised you guys I was going to post the, my haul that I got from the lads meetup that I went to.
Free from the rule of death, now seems so dull. Time goes by, but memories rewind as she prays
Alright.
again.
I just posted it. It's fine now.
Back when things began.
Alright. I posted it on the lads Discord. And I should also post it on my Insta. However, I want to credit the event. However, I don't know how. I have to learn how to use Instagram.
While helping out at a friend's store, I would walk past this place sometimes.
Oh, Xavier. Okay, let's see how everybody else is dressed, just out of curiosity. Oh, my Zany looks so handsome in his outfit from the multi-banner. Oh. Normally you don't look this great. You look great. Ugh. I hate this outfit, but I'll let it pass because it's not the gray sweater. Hi, Knocker. Caleb, you could have done something. Oof. Ooh. You could have dressed a little bit better. You got lazy today. I get it. Like, you tried really hard yesterday, and today you wanted a break. I get you. It's respect. Alright, time to start our reading. Oh, I'm fine. I may have done a little bit too much at my job with my voice. So if I sound a little raspy or a little coughy, it's because I think I overdid it. Because I swear to God, like, me doing it... Hello! How can I help you? Thank you for calling. That kind of gets a lot on your voice. Alright, and like always, I'm going to take this from the VOD, and we're going to post it later on YouTube when I have the energy to edit. And hopefully we get some sort of news tonight or tomorrow, whenever, about the Raphael myth, because I'm looking forward to that. Right, and here goes. Hola, mi amores, soy yo, Violeta Kitty, and today we're gonna read another round of Love and Deep Space. Today we're gonna be reading Zane's Once Upon a Frame card, Dawn and Devotion. And as the synopsis says, I am still waiting for you to come through the morning mist. And I swear to goodness, this is basically a Sense of Sensibilities or Pride and Prejudice. That being said, let's begin in 3, 2, 1.
Mr. Ross, I entreat you to attend to your niece. She has conducted herself most oddly this morning.
Whatever do you mean, madam? Oops. 30 arms blocked my path when I tried to reach the study's door. Ready to fight, Mrs. Ross arches her eyebrow. I find an opening and duck into the space beside her. Then I slam the door shut with a bang.
Why are you suddenly in such a bad temper? Your fiancé's carriage will be arriving shortly. He has traveled all the way from the capital. Will you not grant him, at the very least, a brief audience? You are being most unreasonable.
I'm half tempted to do an accent, Joe, so you know. I press my back against the door with all my strength. Madam, wait, I can't do it. What accent am I supposed to be doing? A British accent or a Hispanic accent? Nope, I'm just gonna do my normal. Or I can do my southern drawl. Oof. Madam, I've told you already. You're mistaken. I'm not engaged to anyone. And I have no intention of meeting any fiancé. The knocking turned from hurried to urgent to frantic. The thick oak door shuddered, and the impact reverberated on my spine. I quickly look around the room. My gaze lands on a long leather sofa. 2 minutes later, I collapse onto the sofa that's pushed up against the door. I exhale. Phew. I should hold. This should hold them off for a while. I was watching a movie with Zane earlier. How did I wind up in this mansion? An hour ago, we were watching an old film at a new private movie theater in Lincoln. The story follows a sequence a squire's daughter and a nobleman who were betrothed from a young age. But a misunderstanding drove a wedge between them, and they eventually drifted apart. Years later, the misunderstanding was cleared up, but the two were already married to someone else. All that remains is a nod of farewell on the stone bridge where they first met. The glow of the screen danced across our clasped hands as Zane lowered his voice and shared his thoughts about the leading actor's choice. Nodding nodding at time and retorting. Okay. Nodding at times and retorting occasionally. I ate the popcorn. It was normal experience. Then we reached the final scene. The fog on the screen suddenly bellowed out. This it spread before my eyes and covered everything. When my vision cleared, Zane was gone. The popcorn, the screen, the entire room had vanished without a trace. In front of me was an unfamiliar table, and on the other side was incessantly chatting women, Mrs. Ross. Judging by the decor and their clothes, this place is nothing like Lincoln. If anything, it reminds me of the movie we were watching. I still remember how another hand held mine. A few seconds ago, I lift my head. Zane, where is he now? A thousand possibilities rush into my head and tinged up into a messy ball of yarn. I have no idea how to unravel it. I stare at the unfamiliar ceiling, feeling lost. Hmm? Sensing a faint metaflux fluctuation from the bookshelf, I sit up. I think for a bit before walking over and pulling out the book. I open the heavy cover. On the title page, distorted with an intricate pattern, several lines of dark ink slowly appears. Hello, Miss MC. Thank you, and Mr. Zane, for coming to a oh submission submission cinema. Ew, no, we're not doing promotions on my channel. The only one that's allowed to promote is me. Thank you and Dr. Zane, or Mr. Zane, for coming to sub uh subdimension cinema and choosing to watch 2 impressions. This movie world exists for 2 of you. We invite you to cast aside your worries and enjoy the story. Movie world? Where is Zane? How did we get out of here? I'm sorry if my accent sounds whack. I'm trying my best to sound British. Silence. Then there's a crisp flick of the book's close. Hmm? When I open it again, the words on the title page is gone. Refusing to give up, I flip through dozens more pages, but all of them are blank. I have no choice but to set it aside for now. At least I know for sure that Zane is somewhere in this world too. I just need to find him. Then we can figure out a way to leave together. I walk slowly to the window, my gaze wandering to the world outside the glass pane. Although the morning rain has left a veil of mist over the distant meadow, I can still see a stone bridge in the distance. It's a bridge where the protagonists first met and where they said goodbye for the last time. Okay. I guess I'm the leading actress in this movie now. In that case, could my fiance be? My thoughts are interrupted by a measured knock on the door. Yes, you go ahead. What's your question? If you want me to stop with the accent, just say so. Cause I don't think I can keep it up for the whole card. Yeah, go ahead. My thoughts are interrupted by a measured knock on the door. Then a familiar voice speaks from the other side.
Miss, may I request a private word with you?
As I shove the sofa out of the way, I maintain, uh, mentally kick myself for choosing the heaviest one to block the door. At last, the study door opens slightly. There's a young, elegant face of a man. Zane? I was wondering where I could find you. Thanks. I reach through the gap, but Zane quickly takes a half step back.
Miss, I must forego the liberty of kissing your hand, for it would be improper given our current circumstance.
The fudge? No! Well, I already knew these guys
Do
lost
allow
their
me to
memories.
introduce myself. I am Zane.
Okay. Huh? In the parlor, I sit at the opposite end of the long table from Zane. I'm single, but it's not by choice. It's because I've been so busy that I haven't had time to find anyone to date. But I've had crushes, adult crushes. So it's not like I can't fall in love. It's just I've been so busy with work and with my everyday life that I haven't had a chance to actually settle down and start a relationship. But I should start doing that soon, or else I'm going to become an old maid. Oh, cool. Well, I'm happy that you're happy. That's what's important. Everybody is in a relationship and they're happy. That's what's important. As long as you're happy in a relationship, I'll be happy for you. In the parlor, I sit at the opposite end of the long table from Zane, trying to make sense of the situation. Okay, let me go through everything again. Your name is Zane. He seems slightly bewildered, but he nods. You live in the Imperial district. You're a, uh cardiac surgeon at Oxo Hospital in Lincoln City.
Hmm?
A flicker of confusion crosses his face, but I'm not going to stop just yet. Macaroons are your favorite dessert, and you hate carrots.
Miss, we share the same desire. I am here to annul our engagement.
Psh,
You need not affect displays of disorderly conduct in hopes of giving me a negative impression.
oh. I'm so glad that this voice actor is trying their very best for the accent. I'm so proud of him. I can't keep up a British accent to save my life. Hell, I can't even keep up a Southern accent myself. Hmm. And now I know for sure. The Zane before me doesn't remember anything about Lincoln City. At this moment, he is the noble, wealthy young bachelor from the movie. He's also under the impression that I'm this uh dismantling or disbanding, desperately trying to break off for an engagement, and he has no plans of changing my mind. So the Zane in the movie also wants to break off our engagement.
If there are no objections to annulling the engagement, we should settle the matter of compensation.
Ugh. Huh?
I intend to hand you Morley Manor, one of my estates.
For the next few minutes, Zane briefly explains what I'll receive. I know he's wealthy in this movie, but the sheer generosity of this offer still leaves me flabbergasted. Hold on. Oh my god. Ugh. I have to get my southern accent all in this thing. Oh my god, I'm so rusty. I haven't I haven't put on my Southern Belle accent since I was like since high school. I used to do it all the time as a gag. Okay. Great balls of fire. That's a little southern. Hold on. Wasn't I the one trying to break off the engagement? Why are you giving me all of this?
Morley Manor belonged to your grandfather prior to being sold. One could say I am merely returning it to its rightful owner. You will thus be spared the inconvenience of residing in a small, dreary abode together with distant relatives.
I sigh, but I can't stop myself from asking one last hopeful question. Is there nothing else you want to say to me? With a serious expression, he thinks for a few seconds.
Should you be concerned about gossip following the dissolution of our engagement, my father has a cousin, Lady Herlin, who will soon be visiting the county. She enjoys considerable esteem in the capital, and the young noblewomen she takes under her wing never fail to distinguish themselves during the social season.
I think it's supposed to be a reference to Lady Catherine from Pride and Prejudice. And when is the social season?
Every year in late spring, distinguished families host balls and charity dinners. It is a time for young ladies and gentlemen to present themselves and get acquainted.
So, you're annulling our engagement and encouraging me to meet other people?
It is merely a suggestion. Whether you heed it or not is up to you, miss. If you wish, I can arrange for you to meet my aunt at the manor.
I breathe in and out. I remind myself that getting upset with Zane, a Zane who doesn't remember anything, is pointless. All right. Okay, let's try if I can do the Spanish accent. No, I'll be doing. I can't do accents. I swear to goodness, it's been so long since I've tried so many accents. I'm just gonna do normal voice from here on out. It's exhausting. I have to practice it before streaming. Good thing I can try it for Xavier's. And Silas is the transatlantic accent. Alright. I'd like to meet Lady Herlin. By the way, will you be staying at the manor as well? The astonishment in Zane's eyes is unmistakable.
After our engagement has been annulled, it would be improper of us to meet as frequently. I have some matters to attend to in the capital. Once everything is settled, I doubt not that we shall meet again.
The refusal in his words is clear, yet it was delivered so politely, it's hard not to be offended. I maintain eye contact with him for a while, and the assumption in my heart slowly solidifies. On the surface, Zane has taken care of every last detail. The terms are genuine. Everything has been arranged with my best interest in mind. But in reality, it's his way of it's his way of neatly ending an engagement he never wanted and drawing a clear line between us. I have to admit, Zane is thorough. I look down at my hands resting on the teacup and refuse to let the stick, the small sting of disappointment spread. I still don't know how this world works, but I know one thing's for certain. I can't let Zane walk out of my life. I'll accept your conditions. However, to suddenly take over a massive estate, I'm not sure where to even begin. I was hoping you might be able to spare some time in advance to advise me. Mr. Zane, perhaps we can start after you return from the capital?
But
Sensing he's about to refuse on the grounds of propriety, I quickly add, of course, you'll only converse during formal occasions with Lady Herlin in present, is present, such as afternoon tea. Surely you wouldn't turn down a small favor for your former fiancé, Mr. Zane.
very well.
Great. I have to use my customer service voice. Better than nothing. Zane places a hand on his chest, and gives a graceful bow.
A carriage for Morley Manor shall be waiting for you in 3 days' time.
Cool.
I trust our discussion will bring about a satisfactory resolution for the two of us.
It's been 2 weeks since I arrived at Merley Manor. Following Zane's arrangements, Lady Herlin and I have had several pleasant meetings at the manor, and things are going well. The only catch is that Zane hasn't showed his face again after the introduction, after introducing us on the first day. If I knew he'd vanished like this, I would have made up some excuse to join him in the capital.
A lady must be graceful at all times, even upon horseback. To properly ride side saddle is to display.
Concerned the pony might buck the noblewoman off her saddle, I carefully maintain a tight grip on the reins. My lady, please do get down. It'd be easy to fall from that position. Lady Herlin gives me a gentle smile.
How curious. You are the second person to advise me so. The first was Zane.
What a coincidence.
Indeed. You should talk to each other some more over the coming days. You might find you have much in common.
Is Zane back? I thought he was still in the capital.
He returned just the day before yesterday. Though he may not be found too often at the manor, you are bound to see him sooner or later.
Jesus Christ, I can't stand the fact that I can't do the British accent. Mm. He returns, but he hasn't notified me. I haven't even seen him during the mealtime. It looks like Zane is trying to avoid me. Sensing my dejection, Lady Herlin leans in and pats the back of my hand reassuringly.
Miss, the young are apt to let first impressions cloud their judgment, and fail to inquire further. For my part, I believe you will see each other differently after spending some more time together. And I have always noticed how the hand that first grabs the reins determines the course. Speaking of which, yesterday I heard the butler complain that Zane's boots are perpetually muddied. I suspect he's been frequenting the neighboring farm.
Taking her hint, I grin and get on the gray pony. Thank you, my lady. That hat looks ridiculous. Following Lady Herlin's suggestion, I see a familiar figure in the edge of the farm. I pull my pony to a stop, leading it by the reins and quickly creep up to him. Quietly creep up to him. I tap Zane on his left shoulder while standing to his right. He turns swiftly, his briefcase further behind his back. If you haven't tried to If you haven't tried to hide that briefcase, I wouldn't have wondered what was inside.
Do you often pry into the affairs of others?
We were engaged for half a year, or half a day. Isn't it cold to use the phrase others? Is your briefcase heavy? My pony can carry it for you.
I am obliged to you for the offer, yet I fear your pony would not bear us both.
Oh? You want to ride with me? Before you can say no, I grab the briefcase and hoist it onto the pony. It's heavier than I thought. Let's walk the rest of the way together. The manor isn't far away.
Miss, you ought not to be here.
And you should still be in the capital. You took care of everything. Without missing a beat, Zane steps out of the field. I quicken my pace to keep up.
Your curiosity regarding me knows no bounds.
That's because you've been acting mysterious. I was also going to talk to your portrait and ask, Zane, on the wall, why have your turn only to watch others people's vegetables instead of seeing me at all?
If portraits were able to talk, I fear I would have more troubling matters to worry about. This farm forms part of my property in Keratin County. I have neither the time nor the inclination to manage someone else's estate.
That says carrot. I look across the field. bright splashes of orange red peek out from under the lush green leaves. Your property is a field of carrots?
It is only proper that I patronize our local produce.
No matter what world we're in, he hates carrots. No matter where we are. Good to know the consistency. Hmm. That's suspicious. He's clearly hiding something, but it'd be extremely dis difficult to get an answer out of him. I use those long legs to his advantage. No, using those long legs to his advantage, Zane walks faster. Sensing his intent to leave me behind, I get on my pony and follow him. What's wrong, Zane? Are you scared I'll catch up?
I do not generally contend on foot with one mounted on horseback.
However, his pace slows. It slows down a lot. After that day, Zane still regularly heads out with his briefcase, but he's more careful about cleaning off his boots. And whenever he returns, a few more dishes with local produce will appear on the dining room. Thanks, Rumi. My roomie loves me so much that she gave me some pancakes. Carrot wine, roasted chicken with carrots, carrot pie. Even if you own carrot fields, it doesn't mean you need carrots in every meal. Zane keeps his eye on the plate and calmly cuts the slice of honey roasted carrot pie. Oh my
The
god.
villagers harvested them and offered them to me. To refuse would have been uncivil. If this does not suit your taste, we may dine apart.
You're not getting rid of me that easily. I actually started to learn how to enjoy carrots. That's not the point. I was trying to ask. Wait, did did his preferences change because we're in the movie? Dane, do you even like carrots? His silence tells me everything. It's a no. Strangely, revealed, I toss the table manners aside. Strangely relieved. I toss the table manners aside and snatch the carrot pie for him, or from him. Carrots are in season for months. You'll get sick of them at this rate. If you're really going to eat all of them, at least let me share the burden. I'm so sorry. Zane uh, still holds the knife, pauses. To my surprise, his face, which has been expressionless since we arrived in this world, now reveals a faintest hint of a smile. He slides an untouched plate of carrot stew towards me.
If it pleases you, you may have mine.
Why did you buy a huge carrot field if you don't even like carrots?
I do not presume to dictate what others sow in their fields. You, however, do ask a great many questions, yet without ever disclosing your purpose.
Zane's gaze is fixated on me as if he's already knows what I'm thinking. But if I want to find out what he's been up to, I need to ask or keep asking. I don't have any ulterior motives. The manor is too big and I'm bored by myself. I need someone to talk to.
So I am merely your novel pastime.
That's not what I meant. Think of it as a help as us helping each other. Take me with you when you go out, and I'll help you deal with the carrots.
A most generous offer. I am to take you sightseeing, and in exchange, you are to unburden me of my harvest.
If there were a course on how to say no without being rude, Zane could teach it. Just as I'm racking my brain for an emotional appeal, I feel something cool brush against the back of my hand. A glass of carrot juice has appeared at my side.
You offered to give a helping hand, did you not?
They, Seeing that he's about to take the glass back, I grab Zane's hand and chug the drink. Deal.
I had not intended that you should drink it all at once.
I probably should not have hiccuped up, because if I did, it will start my hiccups. Think of it as a proof of my resolve. Zane, stop trying to push me away with your icy facade. It won't work on me. He looks surprised for a moment, then his hands cover mine as I'm holding his wrist. I can feel his warmth. But he's quietly regaining his composure and gently presses my hand pries his hand from
Very
his.
well. I accept your offer.
Zane keeps his word. For the past few days, he has brought me along to all the places he visits. He hasn't gone back to the farm, though instead he does what nobles typically do: horseback riding, archery, and drinking tea. The only routine activity he never misses is visiting the library. Sunlight glides over the gilded crest on the bookshelf. Trying to look nonchalant, I tiptoe past the shelves and pluck out a book. Through the gaps between the book, I can see Zane at the desk. Wearing a monocle, he's writing with utter concentration. He looks really handsome while wearing that. I admire My admiring gaze lingers for too long. Suddenly, the eye behind the lens looks at me.
If you would avoid attracting notice, I advise picking a slimmer volume.
This is the one I want to read. Clutching the book, I sheepishly shuffle over to his desk. Seeing me sit opposite him, Zane puts down his pen, removes the monocle, and places it on the desk.
Should curiosity prompt you, you may try it on.
What? No, I wasn't.
Pray excuse me.
Oh, Zane. His fingers shield my right eye, and a gentle warmth brushes against my brow. Something cool presses against my eye. The world is hazy for a moment. Only warmth, only the warmth from Zane come into focus. It draws me in, and it makes me want to move closer.
Do not open your eyes too hastily. Otherwise, this is what will happen.
I'm sorry, what? I mean, I'm a glasses-wearing person, and I feel like an old lady every single time, even with the glasses. So, what? My vision returns, and I see the monocle has slipped into his palm. He puts the monocle back over his right eye and pushes the leather-bound book my way.
If not the monocle, perhaps it is these volumes that engage your interest.
He's so handsome, I swear to God. I want him so bad. IRL. Yes. Exactly. I lower my head and pretend to flip through the pages. In disbelief, I flip through more. Wait. What language is this? Strange strokes from indecipherable characters on the page, which at least save me the effort of continuing to pretend.
You are most ambitious to begin the study of an ancient script with a medical treatise.
He pulls another volume from the neat stack on his desk and hands it to me.
Here is the translation, if you wish to consult it. It is not likely to be published anytime soon. You must content yourself with the manuscript.
Common Diseases and Prevention, translated by Zane.
It is but a humble compilation of my own. Should you discover any errors, pray bring them to my notice.
I would not know. It's alright. I've never doubted your professional experience. Zane quirks an eyebrow, but he doesn't ask why I'm so sure.
If that is all, I shall now continue my work.
Jesus, man, I want this man. British accent and all. The pen resumes its sturdy rhythm. I look at the page Zane translated. The handwriting is neat, and the margins are brimming with uh, cons- concise notes and symbols. That's it's what he does. Even without his memories, and although he's not a doctor in this world, Zane is still doing what he can. That's just who he is. The afternoon slips by, lulled by the gentle scratching of a pen against paper. The world before me starts to blur. When I look up again, we're sharing an ordinary afternoon in Lincoln City. Dane is typing on his keyboard at his desk. I'm leaning against him. The study is and studying a mission report. Occasionally, I'd show him something on my phone. When he stands, I reflexively grab the edge of his sleeve. Where are you going? The two worlds blur into one. Dane adjusts his monocle and a small smile plays on his lips.
I had not expected my translation to prove so very soporific. What did you dream of?
The memories of the dream bring a smile to my face. It was a prolific, prophetic dream. I saw us in the future.
Indeed. And what was to be expected hereafter?
A lot of things. We're going to hopefully fall in love. Okay. You're going to hopelessly fall in love with me, swear to stay by my side forever, write me 1,000 love poems, and read them to me every day. Without warning, he leans in. He's too close that our breaths intermingle. My words die on my lips, and I instinctively tilt my head up. I close my eyes as I lean towards him. We're done. We've done it so many times before. Zane,
That's more like it.
thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Kindle. Let me see if I can actually pronounce your name. Hi there. Let me see if I can Sky Fit or Sky. How would you like me to call you? Hmm. Hey Sky Shift. Okay. Is it okay if I just call you K? Because I didn't want to make sure that I'm pronouncing it wrong. Okay. Shifty it is. It reminds me of Swifty. Okay. I'll call you Shifty. I'm surprised only his surprise only lasts a heartbeat. He pulls it back, composing himself then. He flicks my forehead. What the hell? No, don't do that. My forehead is sensitive. My brain's back here. Dane!
You say you knew what was to come. Why then did you remain still?
I was waiting for a kiss. I know. I wanted to kiss him so bad. Me and MC are the same. I feel your pain, sister. I feel your pain. I want to kiss him too. Life settles into a peaceful rhythm, and the quiet uncertainty. Oh, undercurrent. I don't know why I said certainty. The quiet undercurrent between Zane and me continue unspoken. We set out together again today. I noticed Zane has his briefcase in hand. Under the bright midday sun, the small cottage by the field smells like fresh grass. Inside, Zane packs away a bandage and scissors. Then he places a bottle of medicine powder on the table.
Keep out of the rain. Should you develop a fever, infuse this powder of willow bark in water and drink it.
I want to mimic this British accent so bad, but I can't. I tried at the beginning of this and I gave up. I even tried a southern accent and trying to mimic my Spanish ancestors speaking English. I could not. I give up.
Mr. Zane, we have little with which to repay your kindness. Pray accept these sweet cakes.
I think I've been living where I've been living for way too long. Because I used to have a southern accent before. Like a really thick southern accent. But me moving to where I live right now, it's so neutral that I got used to it. So I mimicked my new place and I lost my accent. I'm so sad about it too.
Very well. But do take greater care with that sickle. I shall not attend you a second time.
But whenever I visit my my friends from back in my home state, give me at least a day and I will be sounding like a southern belle. But it takes a day of listening to the southern accent for a while. Yeah. I used to have a thick southern accent. Somewhere from the Louisiana kind of region. Not country. Southern. But I lost it a long time ago. Like I've been living in well, let's just say in the south of South like way south. I lost my southern accent because everything sounds so neutral here that I lost it. But whenever I go visit my friends, oh, hell, even my older brother, whenever I visit him, because he lives in Texas, I get my accent back just fine. It sounds more country after that point. Yeah, it's something that you have to, like, it happens automatically in your brain. When you listen to an accent long enough, you kind of pick up on the nuance. We spent the afternoon visiting houses. Zane treats each patient with the same care and patience. After attending to the last patient, he closes his briefcase and leads me out of the cottage. A warm breeze drifts across the field. He casually does casually the wow, this word, a basket, deposits. Damn, why am I having a hard time reading words? Deposits a basket full of grateful offerings into my arms. So this is your field's research?
You may say so. The subjects of my research happen to be remarkably talkative.
Yeah, well, I'm one of the few. Or I'm one of the few who are still streaming during the boycott. Because once the boycott's over, you're going to see an influx of a lad streamer coming back in droves. And I'm going to be disappearing. Believe me. I mean, I follow like 3. I follow a lads artist who doesn't do lads art anymore because she just stopped because she was not liking. It's not that she doesn't like the game anymore. It's just that after drawing, she got artist fatigue. So she stopped drawing lads characters unless it's like a new character or a new concept. I follow Scarlet Mother. She doesn't stream lads very often, but that's because she only streams whenever there's a new banner. I follow Tama, who also does the same thing. She just streams whenever there's a new banner. But me, I stream whatever card I have, because I still have a backlog of cards that I haven't read. Well, I'm happy that you found me. Same. Has anyone ever told you that you'd made a great doctor?
You have.
I wait for him to continue. He doesn't. Am I the only one?
Whence arises this sudden interest?
Because look at you. You're wealthy enough to buy a major and a minor and give and buy a manor and give it to me like it's a hand of lettuce. You can do whatever you want or nothing at all. But you're trekking to all these houses under the scorching sun to help patients who can't afford spending for a physician. The only explanation I can come up with is that you're genuinely enjoying it. Dane neither denies nor agrees. He just smiles.
You believe acting without regard to my expenses must imply some sort of enjoyment.
That's right.
And you have been accompanying me on such a long journey since the break of dawn. Does it mean?
Dane stops as if taken aback by what he is about to say. He looks away, his lips pressing into the thin line. What were you about to say? We keep walking, then I slowly realize that Zane's position in this world comes with its own charm, or chains. In this era, medicine isn't considered a respectable pursuit for someone of noble birth. Aristocrats can expect to toil in public. Choosing with this profession would be seen as peculiar. Thane, you're keeping this from others because you hate dealing with gossip, right?
More or less so, yes.
Oh my god, I love him so much, and I can't with him. Ugh. Bias ruiner. He easily admits it. Then, what if there were a world where you could follow your heart and become an incredible doctor? You'd study medicine as a professional and use your skills to change countless lives. Would you want to go back to, go to this world?
It appears as though you mean to carry me off.
I was just thinking, I know a doctor in that world. He's the best. Yes. Oh my god, Shifty. I mean, he needs his vitamin A. I mean, I need my vitamin A. Huh, that's funny. My roommate snuck some carrots into my pancake. God, I love her. Yeah, because I'm eating a pancake that my roommate made. She was in the mood for breakfast for dinner. And she made a special one just for me where she snuck some carrots. Because she knows I hate carrots. Or any kind of vegetable. So, I love her so much. She's trying to feed me to make sure I'm, like, getting my vegetables. Yep. I was just thinking, I know a doctor in this world. He's the best.
That is quite a high recommendation. I should very much like to make his acquaintance.
I laugh, the basket wobbling in my arms. I'm sure you will someday. The trail through the field narrows. We're walking shoulder to shoulder. Every now and then, his arms brush against mine. The brief warmth disappears as quickly as it appears, but it lingers in my mind. The quiet stretch on, the quiet stretches on. Amid the rustling of clothes and grass, Zane breaks the silence.
Perhaps I merely wish to be certain that the choices I make are indeed my own, and not just the consequences of a perceived duty. Whether it be in tending the sick, in translating old volumes, or even in the matter of our engagement at first.
What?
I have reflected upon it for some time, and I believe you ought to know.
Slowly, he slows his pace and turns to me, his expression solemn.
I will speak plainly. I now see you in a different light. Yet, I do not regret annulling our engagement.
Oh, you should be regretting all the annulments.
You are clever, witty, and exceedingly fair. Such qualities as these might win a heart with uncommon expedition. You possess a vision and a path manifestly different from those who see marriage as the main purpose of this earthly life. It is meet that you choose the right person for yourself, rather than letting another determine what is best for you.
His words sound like compliments, but I can sense a distance in his creation or creating. The distance he's creating. Feeling uneasy, I blurt out a rebuttal. How would you know what's right for me? The words are barely out before I wish I could take them back. I know it's not the right way to ask a question if I truly want an answer. I lower my gaze and see Zane is clenching his hands as if he's holding himself back.
I
Ooh,
know
the Darcy
because
moment!
I saw how your eyes lit up when you spoke of that physician.
Ooh, he got jealous of himself! That is cute! Huh?
That is why your future ought not to be bound by an engagement made for you beforehand.
Oh man, he's jealous, but also he's like, I want you, but also I'm respectful enough not to keep you. Man! Exactly. Man, this man. It's you, you mother frickin' person. Do I have to prove it with a whole bunch of kisses to your handsome face? But I never had those thoughts you speak of. My words make Zane's step falter for a moment, but he doesn't stop. All these things you said seem to be for my own sake. The same as how you broke off my engagement. But but do you know what I want now? A breeze rolls through the field, rippling the grass between us.
I cannot answer that with certainty, miss. Yet I do attempt to use my discernment.
Oh, stop being such a Darcy. Is it like Zarcy? This is Darcy. Stop being a Zarcy. Zane and I still see each other often, but ever since the day, the relationship between us has become delicate and strained. Exactly. I guess that makes Xavier a Zorio? Zormio? I don't know. I'm trying to make up names. I still have to read Xavier's card. I'm not looking for that whatsoever, because that's more ye olde English. That's older English than what Zane is doing. And that's gonna give me a headache. Because I cannot pronounce half of the words. Zane and I still see each other often, but ever since that day, the relationship between us has become delicate and strained. Exactly. But his accent, if I wasn't incorrect, you could hear like a hint of the properness of Xavier's voice in his King of Darkfall art. He has that hint of properness to it. I was not expecting that, and I made me go like awooga. But also he was mean, and that frown made me go like When Lady Herlin visited Morley Manor again, she noticed the tension.
I haven't seen you in a while. I thought everything would be going swimmingly between you two, yet it seems not to be the case.
Exactly. I have a weakness for like I'm not saying mean guys, okay? Don't get me wrong. But I also have a weak side for or a weak spot for dark characters, and the broodier the better. And he was super broody in that myth. Under his kind yet piercing gaze, I can't hide my feelings anymore. I decide to pour out all my troubles from the past few days. Or her, my bad. The thought I made is, yeah, I thought I made it obvious, but he still acts as if I need to explore my options and choose what's best for myself. I'm not panicking. I'm not picking cabbages in a field. A thoughtful look crosses her face as she taps my arm with her fan.
Pray leave this matter to me, miss. The social season is drawing near in the capital. If you are to make your debut at the ball, you must have a partner with whom to practice.
Hey. Our palms meet, our steps intertwine, and the unspoken tension between us rises and falls with the rhythm. Zane, do you like dancing?
I may, depending on who happens to be my partner.
Pause. I don't think the kind of dance that's in my brain will actually be appropriate for this kind of era.
One may always plead an aversion to dancing as a polite refusal to an unwelcome invitation.
It sounds like you're an expert at delicate invitation. No, declining invitations.
They say that practice makes perfect.
Jesus Christ, man, don't do that.
To refuse demands practice as well. Come, try declining my invitation to dance.
No. I don't think that's necessary.
If you do not practice beforehand, then at the ball.
At the ball? The ball?
Lady Harlan informed me that you are looking forward to the ball that will be held in the capital, and that you've been preparing rather earnestly.
Noticing, ooh, I saw that clenched fist. Are you mad? You mad, bro? Noticing the faint displeasure in his voice, I move closer. As we dance, I look up at him and spin. Is that so? Do you want to meet? Is that so? Do you want me to go? He steps falter slightly, and his grip on my hand tightens.
Were I to say no, would you indeed give it up?
A crack beneath the frozen surface has finally appeared. A doubt in my heart. The doubt in my heart gives way to certainty. Now that time has passed, press my advantage. Don't you say that I shouldn't be confined to this place? So, I thought about it. If I go to the capital, I'll see a bigger world and meet more promising young gentlemen. Maybe one of them will gift me an even greater estate. Maybe someone will buy me Hareton County in its entirety. He pulls me even closer, his hand resting firmly on my waist.
Is that all you seek in a lifetime companion?
Oh, I felt that in my stomach. Oh, wooga. Zane, I love it when you're jealous. I just love it. Damn, I just wish that Caleb was here too. That would make you even more jealous. Oh, I'm a being of chaos, you believe me. Well, he should at least be better than my ex-fiancé. Otherwise, what was the point of ending that engagement? The music fills the sudden silence. We continue to turn around each other slowly, neither of us speaking. Just as I think we'll dance like this until the end.
As soon as you had received my portrait, you expressed a wish to break off our engagement. May I ask why?
Uh-oh. I'm at a loss for words. The truth is, I had no idea back then that my fiancé was Zane. I'm still stumbling for an excuse when Zane asked another question.
Did you find my appearance disagreeable?
Huh? I stare at his face. He's so close that I can count his eyelashes. I take a deep breath. Zane, I swear you're going to drive me insane. Two weeks later, the capital. I step down from the carriage and look back at Zane. He doesn't move. Oh, he's wearing the cat butler outfit. Nice. I don't have this outfit. And I can't wait till this banner comes out again. I can't wait. Aren't you coming with me?
I must return several volumes to the public library. We must part here.
No. No. You come with me. What if I find a better dance partner tonight? Maybe there will be some Mr. Zane or Sir Zane.
Then he must secure a carriage of his own.
Huh? Lady Hurling calls for me. I hesitate for a moment before walking into the banquet hall. Banquets in the capital are nothing like the ones in Ayrton County. They're dazzling, boisterous, and lavish to the extreme. Lady Hurlin lives up to her reputation as a darling of high society. The moment she appears, the crowd of young ladies flock to her side. I slip away to a quieter corner and find my mind wander back to Zane. We can't keep tiptoeing around each other forever.
May I have the honor of standing up with you for the first dance this evening, miss?
Oh, I'm sorry. My dance card is full. My thoughts are interrupted. I stare at the hand extended towards me, but all I can think of is the one who practiced with me. I don't like dancing. I shake my head firmly. I'm sorry, but I don't like dancing. I turn to leave, only to see Zane standing behind me. He holds out his hand.
Were another gentleman to ask you, would your answer be any different?
Weren't you going to return the books to the library?
A matter of greater consequence detained me. Miss, this evening is more than a mere occasion for merriment. It marks your entrance into high society. A polite smile or a courteous nod may be misconstrued as eagerness to accept a gentleman's advances.
I appreciate the advice, Mr. Zane, but I know how to socialize.
I'm not doubting the acuity of your discernment. However, accepting a stranger's hand during the ball is often enough to kindle idle tongues. I suspect even Lady Hurlin neglected to caution you on this point.
Of course. I haven't thought of that. Maybe it's because Zane really is the only person I've spent time with here. I almost forgot how different the customs and social norms are in the world compared to Lincoln.
I wish for you to feel entirely at liberty to follow your own path. I would also hope not to see you in trouble.
Thank you. Alright, bye-bye. Why didn't you just... We just finished showing. Why didn't you just tell me not to attend the ball?
To forbid your attendance would itself be but another restraint upon your liberty.
So you really aren't worried about me choosing someone else, are you? A new melody fills the air. Zane still hasn't let go of my hand.
Well then, have you another gentleman in view for the next dance?
After returning from the capital, Zane and I finally settle into our most comfortable rhythm. Riding through the countryside together, having afternoon tea, bickering over the weather, or who gets to the extra treacle tart? Trickle tart. I don't know what that means. Everything is calm and peaceful. We can let the days slip through our fingers without being rushed by should or must. But after a long period of leisure and nagging, nagging through being begins to pop up more often, I still don't know how to return to Lincoln City. A few days later, a letter from the Rosses break the spell. The Rosses need me to handle certain matters. I'll be gone for a few days. While I'm there, I can grab that strange book from the study and show it to Zane.
I happen to need to retrieve from the capital documents relating to the transfer of the manor. This should take about 4 or 5 days.
I suppose we'll be saying goodbye again.
It will be but a brief separation. Morley Manor will remain in its usual place. We'll be having afternoon tea at this table again before long.
Once I'm back at the Ross's residence, I take the chance to visit the study. The moment I step inside, I sense that faint magnetic fluctuation from before. Before leaving the Morley mansion or manor, I try everything to get that book to respond to me. Nothing works, so I left it here. Good thing I didn't forget it. I follow the sensation and take the book off the shelf. I open it and lower my voice. I know you can hear me. Zane and I have been stuck here for months. When can I go back? Seconds pass in silence, then a huge force surge from the book. The pages flip violently. I slam one hand down to keep it from closing and grab a nearby candlestick with the other. I don't know if you're afraid of fire, but if my hand slips... The page shudders, then the pages shudder even harder. Ink bleeds across the blank pages or paper, slowly waving into words. The story ends when you completely change it. Completely change it? What does that mean? Stunned, I stand there, the end of the movie replaying in my mind. Two people pass each other by, marrying someone else and saying their final goodbyes on the misty morning. Does that mean the story will only end if we make completely different choices from the characters in the movie? Hearing the book, which is now blank, I have more unanswered questions as I return to Morley Manor. Zane and I have been getting along quite well lately, but I still don't know his actual opinion of our relationship. After sunlight streams through the curtains and spills across the tea table, the soft click of silverware against porcelain pulls me from my thoughts.
Miss, a great many young men have inquired after you since the last ball.
But
none compare with Zane. Is that right?
Lady Herlin, voice is soft, but her words cut to the point. I find myself looking away.
After the engagement was annulled, he was worried you might be treated unfairly upon entering high society. so he pulled quite a few strings to smooth things over for you. I had not planned to vacation in Carrollton County. He had to insist thrice before I at last consented.
You never told me any of that.
Actions, my dear, are often more eloquent than words. But he has been holding his tongue for a good while now. I fear we shall have to resort to more extraordinary means.
I scoot closer to Lady Herlin, eager to hear more. The next day, the manor is already bustling at dawn. The loud neighing of horses outside wakes me up. After quietly freshening up, I hurry downstairs and run towards the portico. Mist has condensed into streaks on the hallway's window. The air is carrying a damp chill of early autumn. The lit candlesticks in the wall scorches cast flickering shadows. Bunches. I turn the corner and almost bump into Zane. When we lock eyes, I can almost see a soft light blooming across his shoulders. He's a cloak in a glimmering gold mist. Zane?
Good morning, miss.
How was the weather in the capital?
Mostly nice. The sky was occasionally overcast.
All the paperwork has been completed.
Yes, there were no issues at all.
At all. My gaze falls to a familiar briefcase at his feet, and it all makes sense. You were busy with other things.
It was my intention to return early.
The air around us feels warmer. I wait in silence, but Zane stays composed as ever. He's the epitome of reserved, polite nobleman. Even the amusement in his eyes is carefully kept in check. You tend to stop yourself when you're halfway through a sentence.
That is because you have always managed to discern the rest for yourself.
Maybe I'll stop guessing from now on.
If that is the case, I shall endeavor to be a tad more loquacious moving forward.
Loquacious. Big words for Alamo. He effortlessly deflects my comment again. I clench and unclench my hands on the fabric of my dress. I'm not letting him go so easily. I'm tired of waiting for your next time. I want you to say it now. Mr. Zane, you're almost perfect. But unfortunately, you have one flaw that's impossible to ignore.
Do enlighten me.
Oh, I should have read that. I look up and my gaze meets Zane's. You never say the words I want to hear the most.
Oh?
You keep saying you want me to have choices, you want to give me a way out. But sometimes If the path you often seem endless, offer seems endless, the person you care for might just might run and never look back. Before he can respond, I hitch up my skirt and sprint towards the manor's gate. Ah, the Kindle.
Stop.
Zane.
Miss, I believe we must clear up some matters between us. Pray allow me a moment.
Oh, I saw that. Mr. Zane.
I beg your pardon.
You can't just let go.
Pardon.
No.
I've been too hasty. I always thought I ought to be more prudent in discussing such matters with you.
Come on, Zane, you can do it! Scaredy cat. He seems a little nervous. If you have nothing else to say, I'll take my leave.
Pray forgive me. Pray forgive me for coming here. I do not mean to press you for an answer. Yet if I were not to speak up now, I would risk losing the most precious opportunity of my life. I hastened to conclude my business and returned earlier than I had intended because I
Zane?
I wish to renew our engagement.
Yes, I do! I do! We're married! Technically, we're married! No wonder we're so domestic! Oh my lord. We're technically married! Shit. Yay! Good thing the rain cleared up this time. In time.
The weather has been very favorable on our first outing.
My husband! Oh my god, I think I'm gonna be getting married after this. I have a feeling that after this card is done, I will be like literally 100%.
I would rather sit beside you today.
I can't believe it still didn't wait for you.
Consider it a reminder to a certain married lady. A hasty departure hardly accords with good manners.
Oh, shh.
Will you not turn away from me this time?
No. Besos, besos, kisses, kisses. I'll follow you. No. I'll be following my heart. Besitos. Or her kisses are good too.
My lady.
Besitos. At some point, the mist gathered once more. It washes away the color before me until everything melts into white. The sound of the wind, the crackling of wheels, Zane's soft whisper in my ear. The they fade away, one at a time. The movie's world has reached its conclusion. The pages turn to welcome our reality. Some stories end here, while others are just beginning. And I know for a fact that even if destiny pulls two souls apart, a determined heart will charge a course that circles back, guiding them to each other time and again. I hope he remembers all of this. 3 months later. Damn, 3 months later. Gentle light flickers into the study. It's so quiet that only the tapping of a keyboard can be heard. On the rare day off, I'm in Zane's arms and enjoying the peace and quiet as he finishes his work. After returning to Lincoln City, it feels as though we were gone for a lifetime. We tried to find the mysterious midnight movie theater again, but when we got there, all we found was a cinema that has been abandoned for years. Maybe life was getting too monotonous, monotonous. Why am I reading this word? Maybe the life was getting too monotonous, so the universe decided to throw us a curveball. Thane, it's probably because you're working too much.
I like how that's coming from a hunter who's always busy keeping Lincoln safe.
Everything that happened in the movie theater became one of the city's many unsolved mysteries and a memory we'll never forget. But I still can't help but wonder. I scooch closer to Zane and peek at the email on his screen. It's from a publishing editor. Mr. Zane, thank you for enjoying our academic medical text. Joining our ancient medical text translation project as a specialist. Ever since we returned from Carrollton County, Zane has developed a keen interest in translating medical texts from around the world. The ancient script from the movie doesn't exist in our world yet. How can someone learn to read ancient languages in 3 months?
I can only read a little so far. That's why I'm merely a medical consultant, not a translator.
Please don't take on any more new jobs. If you come to think of it, staying in Carrollton County wasn't too bad, was it? At least the certain workaholic got to see what it was like to have nothing to do.
Oh? I seem to recall someone being desperate to leave at first.
That reminds me, I've been meaning to ask him something. I always assume I was the one who changed the course of the story. Yet Zane, even without his memories, still made a choice the movie protagonist never would have made when he met me. Why were you so determined to call off the engagement when we first met? Did I leave a terrible first impression?
It was the opposite, actually.
His strong arms hold me as he leans in. His gaze holds the warmest hint of happiness that I haven't seen in a while.
When I first saw you at the Ross's estate, I thought how happy it would be if we could cast aside rank, fortune, and every other distinction. And if this young lady might choose me entirely of her own accord.
Oh. Oh. Well, Yummy. Okay, so we're done here. Oof, so close, but not exact. I was almost there. I'm almost getting married to Zane. Almost. Not quite yet. I was almost married to Zane. I'm only a couple more. How much longer do I'm actually married to him? I'm actually quite curious. I know I'm 99, but how much do I have? Oh, I still haven't done this. Ooh, no. I don't think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wait. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be doing this quite yet. I think I have all the cards for Zane. Yeah, I have all the cards for Zane, so I don't have to do that. I don't need to do this because I have all the cards for Zane for here as well. No, I don't. I don't. I only have... I'm missing a few. And if it wasn't for the fact that I missed out on the other Promise rerun, I would have already had this. And now I'm regretting it. And I have technically all the 5-star cards available to me on here. And I'm not ranking up any of the cards. But it's getting late for me, and I didn't expect this to take 2 hours. So, it's time for me to go to bed. And it's time for you guys to also go to bed. Good night, my lovely kittens. Good morning to those who are waking up. Good afternoon, enjoy your lunch. And good evening to those who are eating dinner. So, bye bye. Adios, mi amores. Te quiero,
Since
te
you have
amo.
some free time,
Mwah.
we can revisit the plans we put on the back burner.
Bye bye.